Hey, how you doing, YouTube? Hey, this is Paul coming at you. Hey, I recently installed a tankless hot water heater, and it's been working great. Continuous hot water, no issues, only runs when necessary. However, as time went on with teenagers, I realized at the far side of the house where their bedrooms are at that the water would run. They'd be sitting outside for 10 minutes waiting for hot water, and 10-15 minutes and then take a shower. So started looking into solutions to that to continue to so we don't wasting so much water, and the running of this hot water system is too, or limiting it. So I found into circulation pumps and did some research on them, and I found the best solution, I think. I bought one of these pumps. I don't know what it's named by. Bokovox, whatever the heck it is. Very simple to hook up with a couple shark bites here. Had to move this down a little bit so it didn't interfere with the other pipes. Flexible pipe, screw on with a rubber washer that's already in there. Very easy to install, honestly, then plug it in over here. So the next thing was, the Watts ones like this out there are $200. It has a built-in timer with little push buttons all around it, like the old school stuff. Pain in the ass, very limited. I heard somebody say use a smart plug, and then you can control when it turns on at scheduled intervals and on demand. And it works with Alexa. And I thought, oh, well, that's awesome. So instead of paying $200, I paid $65 for this. And then my couple shark bites, this thing here, probably another $30 in parts roughly. And then I got the smart plug here from GoSund, I believe it's what it's called. Synced that with my Wi-Fi and to Alexa. So now I have scheduled times that this pump will go on, because my theory is that this pump should not be running if nobody's using water. That's the goal. So of course, if it runs for an extra half hour or whatever, it shouldn't be bad. But some of these would run for hours and hours on end, for a scheduled time period. So this will really limit the amount that it's being ran and burning out the pump, I think. So that smart plug's the answer, because I have it scheduled to go on at 6:30 in the morning when everybody's taking showers, and shutting off at 7:30. Plus, with the smart app, I can turn it on demand. Just manually go into the app and turn it on whenever I want, and set a timer for turn on for 10 minutes. So you don't even have to remember to turn it off. It shuts it off. So just far superior, no question about it. The question is, though, how do we get the water to the other side of the house when that happens without wasting water going down the drain? That's where the bridge valve comes into play here, and I'll videotape that here next. The great thing about this plug over here, too, the smart plug, is that it's hooked up with Alexa, where I can say, hey, Alexa, turn on the hot water heater. And really, technically, all it's turning on is this pump right here. And then the bridge valve starts cycling all the cold water out of cycling the hot water up through the farthest point in my kid's bedroom at the farthest part of the house. So it's getting warm water to all the spigots as close as possible. Of course, the one that has the bridge valve has the best access to hot water immediately. Now, you can put several bridge valves in, and I'm going to go up there and video that, but this smart plug is it's turning out to be a huge advantage coupled with this. So roughly $100, I'm all in for this. The smart plug you had to buy in a pack of 4 that costs $30. But, $120, you're all in and good with one bridge valve. So this thing is super quiet, can't hear it. But let me take you upstairs, show you the bridge valve, how that works. So we're up in the farthest away sink in the house, and here is the bridge valve. Very simple plastic piece. Basically, hot water comes in from this left side. Where the hell's my finger? Left side, and then travels through down to the cold side and cycles all within the house. So you're not wasting water down the sink. There's a check valve in here. Once it reaches a certain temperature, it stops and diverts all hot water up through this line, which is the left side of your sink, and diverts hot water up that way. Okay? And once it shuts off, once it closes, it stops the hot water heater from running.
Okay, so that's a little bit about how this works. And then, of course, the cold water side's on here. So you're using your cold water side over here in the back as your recirculation. This thing is $65. Probably worth $20, but they do give you these two hoses here that are about $5, $6 a piece. But it's a must-have. If I would have known about this sooner, I would have done this a long time ago. It gives you immediate hot water here, but only when the pump is on. So when you turn the pump on, it starts pumping water, hot water heading this way, but in the lines it's cold, comes through here and flushes back down the cold side until this hot water from the hot water heater reaches here, heats this up enough to temperature, and then it blocks it off here and will divert it up through your hot water pipe. Okay, so that's how this works. Now, this sink, of course, gets hot water over to this side and all the sinks on this side, but this one where this is set up gets the best results immediately. So on my wife's side, on the master side, it still works, but it's not as fast. So you can install multiple of these, which I'm going to do as well. The other thing is that with the app that we have now, with my son's phone here, he's going to have to unlock this for me. Unlock your phone. And I'll show you on demand, if you happen to come in here and want hot water to get this going, this is the GoSun app for the smart plug. It's pretty cool. So it says hot water heater. You can just go into the hot water heater here, press on it, and then it shows you the button. And I know I'm not in the focus best, but press the button, and now it's on. It turned that pump on. I showed you down in the basement. And if you hear it, you can hear it flowing through this little mechanism here. So it's flowing from here on this left side all the way to the right side, pushing the cold water out instead of turning the sink on and throwing the water away. They say that up to 12,000 gallons a year in a home burn through wasted water waiting for hot water, which equals a savings of about $107 a year in savings by doing this. So as you hear, it's getting a little louder. It's probably starting to warm up. I can feel it getting warmer. And it just stopped. So I should have hot water up here. Yep, it's already hot. I should say it's pretty lukewarm, and then of course it gets hotter and hotter. Enough to wash your hands pretty quickly without getting too hot, but you leave it on 10 seconds and it's getting pretty hot. So that's all there is to it. And then when I'm done, again, I come down to the app. Can you unlock your phone again? Come down to the app. So that pump is still running down there, but yet the water is going nowhere. So I don't want to burn the pump out. They say that those pumps can run like that, but I'll just hit this button again, and now it's off. Now that pump down there is not running. So I can do it on demand, plus with the smart, I can go into the scheduled. Bear with me. Okay, so now these are all scheduled times in the morning. To go on at 6:30, go off at 7:20. And then I have multiple off sessions, just making sure that the pump stays off at 9 a.m., 1 p.m., 4 p.m., just in case one of the kids turns the pump on an Alexa and forget to turn it off, that this thing's got multiple scheduled turning that smart plug off. So again, very reasonable. You can get out the door for around $130, but I'm going to install another one of these on the other side of the upper house. But hopefully this helps. We didn't see a lot of videos on this, so I thought I would share that smart plug because that changes the functionality of this greatly. So I hope this helps a lot of people. Thank you so much.